Welcome back to Let's Review That Book with host Abby Smith.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Let's Review That Book. Tonight we're going to be speaking with Mr. It's been a very difficult evening. Mr. Haagen-Dazs. He is from the United States, and he's here to discuss the novel Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevenson. Please welcome to the stage Mr. I'm going to call him Mr. H. Mr. H.
Sorry about that.
Hi, welcome to the show, Mr. H. How are you doing this evening?
Is something wrong with this chair? Pretty good. I'm doing pretty good.
Good. Well, as you know, we're here to discuss, this is called Let's Review That Book. So we're here to discuss Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevenson tonight. First of all, can you tell me how you became interested in reading Treasure Island?
Yes, ma'am, I sure can. Well, I have a teacher back home, and her name is Ms.K, and she just really recommended for me to read it over the summer, so I gave it a try, and I really loved it.
Very good. Okay, well, let's just start at the beginning. Can you tell me a little bit about the main character and maybe how he changed from the beginning of the book to the end of the book, or how he matured, or things that happened to him?
Sure. Well, his name is Jim Hawkins, and he just really, from beginning to end, he started off as a little boy, just leaving his mother, scared and alone, to now where he's just out on his own and not afraid to do what's necessary. He really found deep inside, like, the braveness of, like, himself and just what he needs to do, and, like, he realized what roles he has to play as a crew member and just a friend, really.
Crew member on a ship?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, can you tell me a little bit about the plot of the story? Things that happened in here, why the whole book became?
Well, really, the whole plot started out with this man named Billy Bones, and he came into the Admiral Bendow, which is their parents' hotel. So he came in there one day, and he just came in there and like started drinking and eating, and just stayed there for a really long time. Didn't really pay his rent. He would always just like mess with the customers and stuff. And then one day, a man by the name of Black Dog came into the Admiral Bendow looking for Billy Bones. And when Billy Bones walked inside the door, he attacked him. And so it didn't turn out too well. Black Dog got his bell rang, basically. And so, all the fury and rage that Billy had, he had a stroke, okay? And so the doctor had set him down and stuff, and of course he didn't listen to the doctor, and he had another stroke, and that's when he died. And on the very same day he died, some like Black Dog and a bunch of his friends now said that they were going to show up at the Admiral Bendow for something, and Jim didn't really know what, but he soon did. He found a treasure map, and he and there's this guy named Dr. Lively, and he and Dr. Lively all went up to the Squire's mansion, really, and that's where it all started. They got the crew together, and they got on the boat and just sailed to Treasure Island. The boat was named the Hispaniola, excuse me, I'm sorry. And so from there on, he meets some new friends and some friends that he thinks are friends, but don't turn out to be, like Long John Silver.
Well, speaking of Long John Silver, how would the story have been different if Long John Silver hadn't been in the book?
I really don't think it would be any different, because there's a character in there by the name of Mr. Hands, and he's just as evil and rotten as John Silver is, but he doesn't do such a good job of hiding it. But still, I just think he would have been the most evil guy if Long John Silver hadn't been in there.
Can you tell me about some conflicts that were in the novel?
There was definitely some conflicts between Jim and himself, I think. Just him fighting his urge to back off and be the little boy that he was at the beginning, and just fight to become the man that he is at the end. And also between the captain and John Silver, Long John Silver. They just had some battles, and in some parts they threaten each other. It's just not good. So there's some conflicts. Then another part of the book, when they're on the boat, Jim and Mr. Hands have a duel, and of course, if you read the book, you found out that Mr. Hands is not so lucky. So that's just some conflicts.
Okay. What did you like about the novel?
I loved how it like would take you back to where like when pirates are real. I just felt like I was a kid on an island wanting to be a pirate, really, and maybe just want to go and put on my eye patch and grab a hook and just go run around with my brothers, really, and just play pirate.
What did you not like about the novel?
I didn't like how slow the book started off to be. I wish there was a little more action at the beginning, so it would like kind of keep you interested. But I do like how it kind of did, but not really. I just wish there would have been more action in the beginning.
What parts of the novel did the author make too confusing for you?
I think when Jim was on the boat, he just, like with all the pirate language going on, that's what I call it, all this pirate language going on and just all this like different stuff about the boat, it was just really confusing to keep up with.
Well, if that was confusing, then what did the author do really well that you really understood? What parts were easy to understand?
He really described being on the island very well. I mean, it made you feel like you're sitting there reading your book on your bed. It made you feel like the sun was on you. You were just sitting in the sand reading a book, like listening to metal clashing and fighting. I think he did a really good job with the battles also. He just made it very detailed, and I just think it was great.
All right, Mr. Haaben-Dash, we're going to try to, I said it right. Haaben-Dash, Mr. H. I think that you've really done a really good job at telling us about this book, but just one last final question. If you were the author of this book, how would you have changed the ending if you were ever given